Hey everyone, it's Lacey Dawn Jackson here, Groovy Green Goddess, and it is August. Boy, I got something in my eye, my hair. So it's August, and what that means is this is the first Thursday of the August month, and it means a couple things. It's my birthday month. I used to never talk about my birthday month, but you know, the older I get, I'm going to be the double digits this year. 55, and I'm very excited about turning 55. We will be going over the FaerieScopes today, and yeah, the FaerieScopes. What does your sign have in store for you? What do the fairies have to tell you to watch out for, or to just, remind you of? We'll be doing that today. So I will be, before I forget about this, I will be on 1-2 News Monday, this coming Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be talking about just the news over here at 1-2 Radio, 1-2 Listen, and so I hope that you can join us. I will be sharing about a program. It's a past life regression series that I'm offering. So you can actually go over and check that out. Let me put the link in the chat room here. And it is a past life regression video series where you will learn how to determine your past lives, whether you're doing a meditation or not. Then the last video audio is, in fact, a past life regression that I take you back into a past life. So there you go, the past life regression series in the email services over at 12listen.com under my profile, and you can check that out. I will be talking more about that on Monday. So I'm excited about that. So, do you guys feel change in the air? I do. I mean, not only is it, I just got a text from my juice bar saying I have a free drink. So I had to check that out. But anyway, change is in the air for so many people, for so many of my clients, for myself as well. And what's interesting is because of all the things going on astrologically, it's really important for us to sit still during this time. If these are new ideas, new changes that we are thinking about doing, and just sitting on them and pondering them. Now, if they are old thoughts or continuing reoccurring thoughts that keep coming up over and over for over a year or even several months, it is time to make those changes, and you can make those changes during all this retrograde stuff. And, retrogrades, I believe, can be a good thing, because if you are on the fence for a long time in doing something, maybe under the retrograde is when you have the gumption to do it. So, of course, listening to your intuition, listening to your signs around you in order to determine whether it is a good decision for you or not. But I am seeing a lot of shifting and changing of careers, of different relationships, letting go of relationships. Now, that has happened to me just recently with a few of my friends that I know that we will be in touch again, but it's almost like this space between us, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a dear friend or someone that that you've been like communicating with for a long time, and then all of a sudden it just seems like it's crickets, that don't take it personally. It's really important not to take it personally because it is just a season. It's just a phase. We all ebb and flow. And of course, our relationships are going to ebb and flow. And I appreciate so many of you, all of you, in fact, for taking time out of your busy lives to watch me Facebook Live. Hi, Catherine, Katie, Stephanie, Quelly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I just appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I think, Damien, hi. You're from a long ways away, I think. I remember right. In the very hot weather, probably. But yeah, you know, life is good, but life can be uncomfortable when we have changes. You know, I was talking about the friend thing and, you know, that ebb and flow. Hey, Marcia. And, oh, that ebb and flow. You know, I had an old friend come back in. I've known her for, a little over 10 years, and we have reconnected after being not communicating for like 8-9 months. And, you know, I didn't really think much of it. Life is busy, but it's sure nice to connect with those old friends. And that's actually, there's another old friend that I went to high school with this week that I connected with. And it was very nice to see her. And yeah, so, you know, be open to the changes. Be open to the ebb and flow of our friends, of our jobs, things going on in our job with people that I know that they like their job, they're happy with their job, their career, their passion, what they do, but it's shifting, and we're being asked to step out of the comfort and try something new. So it's pretty exciting. You know, that's happening in my life, to try something new. And yeah, so more will be revealed on that as we progress over the next month or two. But yeah, so who's ready? Who is ready for the FaerieScopes? I'm looking for my water here. Before we get to the FaerieScopes, I know I always think of something else before I begin what the show's topic is. So before we get to the FaerieScopes, the next month, the next 4 weeks, I am going to be focusing on health matters. And that is a segment that I like to add in each segment. It doesn't seem that I do that on a consistent basis, but just recently, I have had some health issues come up that I have to put them into the forefront. Now, I will share more about that next week, but it's so important for us to be our own advocate of our health. And yeah, so there's a couple things going on, and you know, I know that I can get through this with the support of many people, and with not such the support of people who do not understand, you know, that I'm taking some of this stuff seriously. And I'll give you a little bit of information around that. I have been, it has been determined that I'm allergic to over 31 foods. I was tested. I took a blood test a while back on food allergies, and it prompted me to do this. I've been thinking about for the last couple years, but because my insurance doesn't cover it, I didn't do it. But finally, after learning that one of my friends took the test and found out that she was allergic to spinach of all things, that it got me to wondering, okay, you know, I eat very healthy. What is it that could possibly be giving me that extra inflammation in my body, or that low energy at times. And boy, I'll share some really, common foods that I eat all the time. I'm having to redo the way that I eat, but that's coming up in the next 4 weeks, and I'm excited about sharing that. Okay, all right. I know I never have enough time for the FaerieScopes. I have to start rushing and hurrying along, so we better get started. And I am going to go backwards this day. I can't remember if I went backwards last year. Oh my God, that's how fast these months seem to be going. It'll be next year before you know it. But I don't remember if I started at, I like to jump around, but then I'll lose my place. So, Pisces. All right. So, Pisces. It is about having patience this month, Pisces. It's about not worrying so much, Pisces. The fairies want you to take extra time, and plan your next move. You will find by doing this that what you're trying to manifest, what you're working on, will come to fruition a lot easier than you pushing, being impatient. And it will definitely help you along in very unexpected ways. So get out of your own way, okay, Pisces? Get out of your own way. Have some fun. Sometimes when we decide to have some fun in the midst of being impatient, that we will find that we have more patience. Yeah, truly. We have more patience around us. So what I started to do last month is tell you the riddle, but I didn't give you the answer because I would like you to just jump on over to One to Listen, look at all the scopes over there, and take a look at the FaerieScopes to get your answer to the riddle under your sign. So Pisces, here you go. So Pisces, all right. I'm looking for the joke here. What belongs to you, but other people use it more than you? So what is it that belongs to you, but other people use it more? I love this answer. It's over. All my FaerieScopes, I know. All right. So I also like to do the word of the month. And, to me, I started this years ago where I would look up a word each day, and it was like a sign for me. It was like, okay, this is part of my day and my reading, and whatever the definition of this word was, it really just helped me through my day. It was like a card that you pull, or a metaphysical meaning, but I would take the definition and kind of, look at it symbolically, and sometimes literally. It just depends on what showed up. So Pisces, all right. Oh wow, I don't even know how to say this, and I was looking at these last week. I did this last week. Wow, I think I spelled it wrong. I really do. Anomalous. Yeah, I think I spelled it wrong, but I don't have time to go and look at my source where I got it now. But anyway, look over at One to Listen. Boy, faux pas, you know? But the definition is unordinary, unusual, and distinctly different from the norm. Yes. Hey, Damien. Oh, wow, you're in Oregon? Okay, wow. That's one state above. I'll be in Oregon next week doing readings at the Psychic Sister down there on, or wait, maybe that's, yeah, I think it is already the next week. But yeah. Hey, Elizabeth. Thanks for tuning in. I have yet to get to the chat room over here on Facebook, literally. Yeah, look up that word and see if you can't pronounce it better than I did. You know, I just really messed that up. But, you know what that shows? That shows that I'm human. and I'm so far from perfect. Actually, I've stopped trying to be perfect. Being a Virgo, boy, for years and years, such a perfectionist. But now if I get something done and it's like done, in some cases, I'm like, yay, it's done. And I can always go back and work on it a little bit to make it better. But, there's too many more important things to do than sit here and worry about being a perfectionist when we're doing stuff. So I hope that you, if you call yourself a perfectionist, that you get over it and just live life, Yeah, live life. All right. So Aquarius. So public recognition for you this month, Aquarius. Yay! The fairies want to just like, yay! Public recognition. You may find yourself, because of this public recognition, trying to hide from it, trying to shy away. Whether you're shy or not, it'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be in I don't want to be in the limelight here. But just embrace it, okay? Just embrace it. Instead of shying away, pat yourself on the back. And it may be a little thing, but pat yourself on the back for a job well done and just embrace this public recognition. You have worked hard, Aquarius. So don't be afraid to take it all in. And most importantly, don't forget to say thanks to all who support you, which, you know what, I'm not even sure why the fairies want to remind you of that, because simply, Aquarius, you're real good about doing that this month. So especially when it comes to public recognition. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so your word this month to reflect upon and use it as a sign of sorts is denigrate. Ooh, okay. So to assault someone's character or reputation. So you know what? You know what this is indicating, because of the public recognition that you are receiving this month, that you're afraid of someone assaulting you or your reputation. Very, very important. Good reminder here that, not everyone is going to accept us for who we are. The most important thing is to be your authentic self. And if you are feeling good about what you're doing, then you know what? It's none of your business what others think of you, okay? Because there are plenty of others out there that think you're groovy, all right? So the question, the joke, the riddle here is, what is black when you buy it, red when you use it, and gray when you throw it away? All right. What is it? Okay, moving on. I drink lots and lots of water. I also like my coffee. Some would say coffee is bad for us. And if you want to believe coffee is bad for you, then you know what? Coffee is probably bad for you. I was tickled to find out that in this allergy test, the food allergy test that I took, that coffee and chocolate I can eat. I can still drink. I was tickled because there are so many other things that I can no longer put into my body. So, you know, if I don't drink or smoke or do drugs or, you know, whatever it is, I can have my drug of choice, which is coffee and chocolate. Anyway, all in moderation. All in moderation. So, we are going to, Aquarius. We're going to Capricorn. That is a big cup of coffee, Cheryl. I drink like a little pot of coffee throughout the day, and I am so okay with it. I love the taste of coffee, and I don't just drink regular coffee. I drink like, I like, you know, to experiment with the different roasts and brands and stuff. So, I don't do Starbucks. No Starbucks. Anyway, that's just a personal preference. Let's get on with the Capricorn. Fairies want you to know that changes may be coming unexpectedly. So, continue to just live your life, do what you're doing, but don't be surprised if, bam, out of the you know, wham, that you will find yourself unexpectedly losing your footing very quickly. But you know what? Remember that when change comes out of the blue, sometimes it is a blessing in disguise. It may take us a little bit to recognize what that blessing is, but it's important that you just continue to move forth on your path and go, okay, you know, taking these changes that come out of the blue with stride, and you will be quickly surprised that things are going to be okay. You may have a day or two where you're like, oh my God, what the heck do I do about this? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be, you know, just be aware of how you're thinking about things. Be aware of you being gentle with yourself during this change. And you know what? It's a win-win situation at the end of the day here. So, you know, temporary setbacks will make you stronger, Capricorn. And, you know, you will probably have to act quick on a situation. And that's not usually how you roll. And it will be uncomfortable, but you will have to act quick and make a decision. And it's all going to turn out. So bravo for you. So the word is belie, to give false impressions. All right. So this is interesting. Pay attention to how you act. Are you giving false impressions of how you're being? If it's seemingly that your world may be shifting and changing around you. If it's not okay, if you need support, reach out for support. It's very important. You know, we have our guides and angels, we have God, we have the universe, you know, we have people around us that are here to support us. Don't forget that. You don't have to go through these unexpected changes by yourself, okay? Riddle, here's the riddle for Capricorn. You live in a one-story house made entirely of redwood. What color would the stairs be? Think about this one. The answer is over a 1-2 lesson. All right. Under the scopes. That one, I ask these riddles of myself and I try to guess them before I look at the answer. And that one tricked me, but then it's like when I saw the answer, I'm like, what the world, Lacey? That was obvious. Most of these are, but that's why they're called riddles. Riddles are minds. So, the next sign, Sagittarius. All right. Talk about intuitive magic this month for you. Your intuitive abilities on high. And you start to not second guess them. You're like on this roll. And it's really, really nice to be like, okay, be very sure of what you're doing, what you're progressing to, and where you're going. Yeah, your insight is clearer than it has been for many moons. So it's really nice to see this and feel this. There's that emotion within you, Sag, that will feel this sense of accomplishment, of this peace about you, because you're not second guessing, and your intuition is like, okay, this is the way I'm going to follow this, and I'm not looking back. It is very challenging to not second guess our intuition, especially when there are many different choices, and the choices seem very appealing, but then there's this one path here that our intuition says, well, that would be the best one, but it's probably not the easiest, but it seems as if it is the one that keeps pointing at you. That's what's going on with a lot of my clients, myself as well. I'm pretty hunky-dory with the way things are going in my life, but there are some things that keep on like appearing to me for a while, that it's like, go in this direction, and yeah, so that's happening to many of us. All right, so where am I at? The word plebeian, not worthy of upper classes or just ordinary. Okay, that's where you're second guessing your intuition, Saz. Get off of it. You are just as good as everyone else, as even those people that may classify themselves as upper class. Okay, remember what I said a few minutes ago. It's none of our beeswax what others think of us. So as long as you think you're groovy, as long as you're being kind to others, that's all that matters. So the joke, what has many keys but can't even open a single door? I know, dorky. That was Sag's joke. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break to go over to the chat room here at Facebook, the private chat room, and say howdy doody to everyone. And Damien, I see that you are in Troutdale. I will give you the information as to where I'm going to be in Portland. I would love to meet you in person. So that would be really groovy. Okay, so I've made note of that. Okay, so we got to remember, yes, Marsha! Woohoo! She guessed it. But I can't tell you. You have to go over to 1-2 listen. Oh. Okay. So, Scorpio, we're at Scorpio. I'm telling every, me, myself, and I that so I don't get mixed up when I go back. But, wow. Hey, everybody in the chat room. So, hey, Cheryl, Amy, Denise, Maureen, Eva, Elizabeth, Katie. Coffee is the best. Cheers. Cheers to you, Katie. Cup of Java. So, yeah. Exactly. When we see old friends, even if we have not talked to them, kept up in years, it is like we have not skipped a beat. And that is, it's when we start thinking too much about, oh my gosh, why isn't this and this? Well, we all have our lives, and, it is so fun to have, these different connections. And it's like the moon, the ebb and the flow. It's like the waves of the ocean, ebb and the flow. I'm headed down to the ocean today, even though it has cooled down substantially here in the Northwest. I'm driving an hour and a half to get back to the coast to do more riding and to do some hiking and to hang out with my sister. She's coming down, and we're gonna go into the rainforest and hunt for fairies. She doesn't know that yet, but anyway. So, Maureen, yes. Oh, the transit has not been kind to your heart. Oh, yes. I am so sorry for your loss, Maureen. It is so hard to lose a beloved pet. Yeah. I have really nothing to say about that except that I'm sorry. Just for the simple fact that I understand. I lost my my precious beagle named Tack. It's probably been almost 10 years ago, 8 years maybe. And I have not had the heart to get me another animal. I had a cat for a very short amount of time, but it just wasn't fair. I rehomed the kitty. The kitty showed up here, taught me some lessons, and I rehomed the kitty to be on a horse ranch. So there were lots of mices to catch, but because of my busy travel schedule, anyway, that was like one of the hardest things for me to go through, was to lose my pet, and I still miss Tack. Yes, Maureen, I do see that finances are getting better for many of us. So it may feel as if in some cases we are going, maybe remaining the same and things don't shift, or we have an opportunity arise that we that we decide that we're not comfortable in making that jump, because it looks like it may be a little barren financially for a minute. But I get that that's kind of what's going on around you, but it's only for a minute in the bigger picture here. So be willing to look at some of the opportunities that you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to revisit that, or I don't know if I want to do this. It's only temporary. And again, when we do revisit things that we have left behind in years past, sometimes we revisit it. It appears so much different than it was. Okay, so yeah. A message about, okay, Denise, what I just said about finances to Maureen applies to you as well. That it is things are like a little bit like not moving or appears dry or whatever for a minute in the bigger picture, I do see where you may have this opportunity, and it may not appear as an opportunity, but you have this opportunity to look at some things that you've already done, bring them back temporarily, and then the new opportunities will appear, if that makes sense to you. All right, so Amy, I'll answer your question. Then we've got to get back to the FaerieScopes. The fairies are like, you know, see that fairy right there is like about ready to hit me in the head. Anyway, yeah, Amy, positive thoughts, positive energy, anything good for an offer on your house. Okay, so anyone selling real estate, anyone who wants a fast sale or a quick sale, this has helped with many of my real estate clients, and it amazes me. Actually, it doesn't amaze me anymore because I am such a believer, but years ago when we used to do this or focus more on it, doing the real estate thing, it continued to amaze me that when you want to get rid of a house or a piece of real estate, go into that house and really sit in each room and visualize the new people in there doing whatever it is and being happy and that emotional peace and stuff. And by you bringing that energy into the house, even though you are imagining it, creating it in your mind's eye, you're facilitating the energy of you out the door and bringing in this new energy. And so then when someone comes to look at it, they're like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Oh, wow, this is familiar. Okay, so practice that. There are other ways to you know, do that, but do that. And I must be moving on to the FaerieScopes. So let's go back to Scorpio. Okay. Ooh, Scorpios are so passionate anyway. They can be so passionate one way, so passionate the other way. I have a couple scorpion friends that, oh my gosh, you know, they are passionate. That's all I'm going to say. And I love them. And sometimes I avoid them because I love them so much. Those of you who have Scorpios in your life, I know you understand that. Okay, so Scorpios. Oh, extra passion this month. Extra passionate about just different things that are happening, different things that are just manifesting right before your eyes. And oh my gosh, it's like you're on this natural high, Scorpio. So things will move fast because of that. So be ready for action. Be ready for progress. Be ready. Hold on. All right. Just hold on. Woo! You know, that's the kind of energy that's the best way to describe it. That is pretty, I know that's the only way, that's the only word that comes to my mind is, you know, that fast, that energy of Scorpio. So, propriety, your word of the month, following what is socially acceptable in speech, conduct, correctness of behavior. Scorpio does not care about that. As long as Scorpio is happy. So it is a true reminder, be your authentic self. Be your authentic self. So the joke, I better get a move on it. Hey, Walter, thanks for checking in there today. Peace. What does Christmas? When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? All right. Think about it. Think about it. That was Scorpio. All right. Libra. Oh, Libra. It's about time you stand up for yourself. There are some boundary things popping up around you. You would rather just not deal with it, but you know what? You're going to have to. You will be pushed to stand up for yourself. I know. Remember to stay your ground. Stay firm. Okay? Because there are people around you that are so convincing. And it feels like it's on a specific topic that maybe you have gone around and around. Remember, their truth is not necessarily your truth and vice versa. Okay? But remember to stand your ground when, being in your boundaries, demonstrating your boundaries. One of the toughest things that we can do when we are not used to demonstrating our boundaries. Very uncomfortable, but very rewarding afterwards. So don't back down, Libra, and you will be courageous in your efforts, okay? And you will be seen as such. You will get acknowledgement after the fact. So just do it. Breathe and do it. The word for you, Libra, is craven. Someone who, oh gosh, you know what? I don't look at the saying, what the fairies are saying, and the words before I start telling it here. But craven, someone who has no courage or a coward. Don't be a coward, Libra. Serious. You've got to stand up for yourself, all right? Don't be a coward. Okay. The joke. What room do ghosts avoid? Ooh. What room do ghosts avoid? This one's a dorky one. But it's obvious. I would avoid that room too if I was a ghost. Gosh. Go over to 1-2-listen to get the answer under the scopes. So, Virgo. Okay. Here's Virgo. Here's me. 55 this month. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Lots of change. 5-5. Fives mean change. Change is coming. Change is good. All right. So, Virgo, finally, you are so compensated for your creative talents. No more will you have to feel as if you're working so hard with nothing ever coming of it. So let go of the struggle and travel the high road. Whether it's for everyone, it doesn't matter. It's for you, Virgo, as long as it makes you feel good. Others will not understand, but they don't have to understand. As long as you understand, as long as you feel good about what your decisions are, about your opportunities, and about giving service in the world. All right? So that's the Virgo. The word for the month for Virgo is flippant. Lacking proper respect or seriousness. Okay. So this is about not forgetting about others, okay? Give others the respect that is needed. Don't forget what others have done for you. Give thanks. Also, don't get too serious in the way that you are doing things. Virgos can do that. I'm so glad that I think I have evolved from that. I am just like goofy as anything. I'm actually getting more immature with age. And you know what? That's not going to end. That's not going to end. So, oh, did I say the joke? No, I didn't. Okay, so the joke for Virgo for the month of August is, okay, this is a riddle. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman. Oh, it's about love. An attractive girl named Sarah. The bus driver had to go on a long bus trip that would last a week. Before he left, he gave Sarah 7 apples. Why? Why did the bus driver give Sarah 7 apples? All right. Well, you know where to get that answer. I love that answer. And I love that that was Virgo. Because I love love. Even though I don't have love in my life. Actually, I do. You know, I do have love. I have so many friends that we love each other. And I'm blessed. I hope you are as blessed as I am. Truly. Okay. Leo. Let's check the time. Okay, we're running out of time here. So, Leo, the fairies want you to know today, Leo, challenges will be present and the ability to overcome will be great. Oh, gosh, who wrote that? I don't remember what I write. When I go into a meditation, I ground myself. I just, I just write, and I don't go back through and edit it, because then I'm putting my brain into it. So I just write it and then I read it. I post it. Of course, I edit, for little grammatical errors and stuff, but so, Leo, challenges. Yes, challenges will be great this month, but boy, what a shifting, what a shaking it will be for you to arrive in a new place, a new space in your life. That could be literal, that could be metaphysical, that could be, mental space as well. So remember that, to place your worries towards the sky, towards, your higher self, your higher being, and things will take care of themselves. This is actually a big opportunity for you to have more faith, to demonstrate your faith. Demonstrate your faith right there, okay? That's Leo for you. And forgiveness will come in a very surprising manner for you this month in August. Okay, so let's see here. So the word is oh my God, why do I write down these words that when I'm like here talking to you, that I'm just like, what the hell? I mean, what the heck? What the HELL toothpicks? So enigmatic, full of mystery and difficult to understand. So these challenges, Leo, they may be full of mystery, and you may not understand these mysteries for a while after they happen, or understand these challenges until after the fact. So just be brave, bring in that faith that I know you have, and everything is going to be okay. Hey, Aaron. Oh, so are you. It takes one to know one there. So, Leo, your joke is, okay, here's the riddle. David's father has 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and All right, go over to Leo at 1-2-listen and look up that answer. I know it is so corny. It really truly is. Okay, I've got to go faster here. Cancer. The fairies want you to know that you need to go on vacation. Just quit everything right now. Go on vacation. People will understand. Well, maybe they won't understand. But no, seriously, it is about you getting more sleep, you slowing down your busy schedule, you chillaxing, whether it is going on a staycation, locking the doors, closing the curtains, and not answering the phone. But it's about you taking better care of yourself. Maybe it is this 3-day vacation. Maybe it is taking a drive out to your favorite lake or river or body of water or beautiful park. But, you know, Cancer, you just, you know, ended your birthday month. And it is important that, you know, if it feels like you may have been working and not really paying attention to your birthday month. So, doggone it, do it now. So, set aside your projects, because what's going to happen is you're going to come back with a fresher point of view, and things will get done in just as much time as if you sat here and you did them. So really take a nap, take a power nap, take a vacation. So it's important for you to take better care of yourself health-wise as well. Okay. The word alleviate. All right. To make something less painful, severe, or serious. Well, here you go. If you want to alleviate all the stuff that's going on, take a vacation. That's all I got to say. All right, moving on. The joke. What comes once a minute, twice a moment, but never in 1,000 years? Oh, that one's, I have to repeat that one. What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? Oh, it's so obvious. This answer is something that it's literal. Yes. Right there, right smack in front of you. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Gemini. So, Gemini, where'd you go, Gemini? Okay, so Gemini, the ideas that you have pondered upon, the ideas that the fairies keep on, like, you know, hey, what about this? What about this? The ideas that have been on the table for months, or in the back of your mind, or on that piece of paper that you are going to get to. Now is the time, okay? Now is the time to act upon some of these ideas. Show and tell will go a long ways in unfolding them. 1 minute. Okay, so anyway, the joke for Gemini. Oh gosh, I have Aries too. So you're going to have to go to 1-2-listen for that. But I'm going to pop up to Taurus. And, you know, I know your relationship's a little challenging this month. Relax. It's shifting through. Almost like just give it space. That's about it. Give your relationship space. Go within yourself. Patience, fortitude are your friends, okay? Aries, long-term projects coming to fruition finally. Yeah, opportunities and education workshops, learning will present itself. Take up the offer there. And yeah, so there you go. If you missed some of your horoscope, go over to 12listen.com. Look at the August FaerieScopes and the other scopes. Yeah, boy, what an hour. I could almost go on for 2 hours, but I won't rattle on. I will wish you a blessed week. Going into the weekend, do something fun for yourself. My name is Lacey Dawn Jackson. I'm the Groovy Goddess, and I think you're pretty groovy yourself. Have a fabulous week. I'll see you next week. Ciao!